I've been thinking about this a lot today, and it's about the concept of feeling emotions and what that even means. So, really, to me, in my opinion, it's hard to even feel and generate emotions yourself. And I think it's almost nearly impossible to get an emotion out of yourself, like force yourself to have an emotion. There's always something that makes that emotion come out of you. And I think emotions can only be felt and not created. And let me just explain what I mean by this. Take people, for example. When talking about people, there has to be somebody influencing you to make you feel this way, right? So you can't just feel like this way without having something occur to you, because in order to feel something needs to happen to you. So in order to have these emotions, it needs to be triggered by some external factor. And, I think that's why so many of us are so nostalgic about a lot of things, because we're looking for that feeling. We're chasing a feeling, and we can't always sit in this feeling that we have within us that we want to feel. We want to feel like this, like that, like whatever. And we're all chasing after an emotional state. But it's impossible to make ourselves have an emotional response without an external factor. And I think that's why so many of us grasp onto a lot of different things, either video games, family, friends, any thoughts you can have in your head, even relationships. You think of the good times. You think, oh, I felt so good right here. I want this, I want that. And without having that person do what they did before to make you feel like that, it's hard to replicate. But you can try to replicate these feelings, and you can try to put yourself in similar situations to evoke the same feelings and emotions, but it's so hard to replicate. And I think that's why so many people, I don't know, it's just a hard concept to grasp. And, I've been wrestling with this I've had this thought previously of we can't create our own emotions, and they can only be not even created within us, but provoked by somebody else, an external factor, whatever it may be. We might get something done, right? But we need other things in order to evoke feelings inside of us. There's no really moral of the story here than to just be okay with not having these feelings achieved, because it's almost impossible, and we're all chasing after something that is unachievable to a time where it can't be that same thing because the circumstances have changed something. So sometimes you just need to let life run its course and experience these new things and be open to these new things, and not always chasing after what has been. And I know this is a super philosophical approach to it, and I don't know, I might sound like a lunatic right now, but let me know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you just have to let go of what has been to allow what is going to be. But I struggle with this a lot, and I think about a lot of things in my life which I wish I could go back to, and that was the greatest time ever, and it just can't come back, which is sad. But I think sometimes we need to recognize that in order to move forward. And is this kind of depressing to think about? Yeah, kind of, because that means that you have to let go of what you're chasing after, because it can't always be what you imagined it to be, which is really sad to think about. But God dang, I don't even know if I want to post this video because it's like kind of the depressing thing to think about, but I'm kind of in like this self-actualization mode recently where I just think about life in general and concepts of different ways of society and social norms. So I don't know if this is a weird thing to talk about. Let me know. I don't know. This is kind of just me testing the waters of whatever it may be. And I mean, this is just stuff that I think about. Maybe somebody likes it. I don't know. Let me let me know down in the comments below. But just a weird thing I thought I'd talk about today. So if you enjoyed something like this, let me know. If not, that's cool too. You know, I don't have to get all philosophical. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.